Can we start by talking a little bit about you and your background?
Well, I started with motorcycles back in 1973 with a Ducati 750 GT, and it just went from there, a sequence of Ducatis, and I had other makes of bikes as well. I used to run several models concurrently, and right through the 70s and 80s, and continued to today.
You seem to have an interest in Italian marques.
It's mainly Italian. I was always drawn to the Italian bikes particularly. It came from the engineering design of the Ducatis, and then some trips to Italy, and I like Italy and the way they do things, and I like their machinery.
We've got here that you were an oboist before.
That is correct. Yeah, I used to play oboe and symphony orchestra until I had a motorcycle accident and destroyed my hand.
So can we talk through the books that you've done for Veloce then?
Well, the first book I did for Veloce was the Ducati 750 Bible. I suppose that's my main interest, has always been the round case 750s. That's where I started, and then I've had this bike, for 30 odd years, and then that filled in a few gaps from other things that had been written before, and then I did the 900 Bible that covered the square case, just trying to document things as accurately as possible. And then I moved into Moto Guzzi. I had a V7 Sport, and I've always liked them, and the Laverda, and the BMW Twins. I also had a few BMW Twins over the years. So. Well, these bikes are now considerably sought after. They've become sort of representative of Ducati of the 1970s, and the bike that began the legend that continues today. And there's only made very few of them, and there's a lot of myth about them and misinformation, and I've been collecting information on these bikes for 30 years. I had my bike for 35 years, and I know a lot of people in the industry, and so we've just tried to give a documentation of what's correct on these bikes, because there's so many bikes that are being badly treated over the years. They've been raced and then restored badly, and that's why these bikes are so sought after and desirable, because they only made them for 1 year, and so it's a very small window, and they're a very special bike.
What makes them so special and sought after, don't you think?
Well, that was the replica of the Imola Racer, and it's the only round case, production round case bike with desmodromic valve gear, and it's a factory assembled, Fabio Taglioni supervised the production, and they're a very special bike. The thing is that this information in this book, for instance, you cannot get anywhere else. You can't get this information on the internet, or if you find information on the internet, it's generally incorrect. I'm not saying it's 100% correct, but it's as correct as I can make it. And I'm just trying to provide correct documentation for these things before all the people that were involved with them die, and all the records disappear.
Okay, so the next book that's going to be coming out is the Ducati Monster Bible, isn't it? What can we expect from that?
Well, that's basically, because the Monster's been built for nearly 20 years, and in a multitude of variants, it's basically a book just to describe each model, and so that people can understand, if they're looking for a monster of 1998 or whatever, what was available in 1998, and how it differed from a 1907 or a 99, and that it's just a guide basically to what monsters have been built over the years. And that book is now going to be an official Ducati product, so it should have some new information in it as well.
Right. Something to look forward to. And you said there's another one as well. I haven't got that on my sheet.
The MV Augusta 754s, 607. That's a book in this format. Again, we're looking at a limited edition, very few bikes built over a longer period, but maybe 1,000 bikes over a 10-year period. So not many bikes, and a lot of misinformation and myth with these as well. I'm trying to unravel it at the moment. So it's an interesting journey for me.